Cumulative pack. A mod. A massive mod. Shrouded in mystery. Possibly one of the greatest independent software development achievements of our time. The first ever series of S.T.A.L.K.E.R mega mods that would go on to influence S.T.A.L.K.E.R mods that we love and play to this day. A very Russian mod. Russia.
Putin uses the N-word. I call it the N-word.
With full-blown Russian voice acting. Cheeky breaky zombies. Furries. There's furries in this game. I know. And that classic Eastern European jank we all know and love. A very cryptic, challenging mod with no English playthroughs or guides. That ends today, because I'm going to be playing through it. That's the announcement. It's the announcement of this video. I do want to discuss this playthrough before it starts. I'm not going to go super in depth on what this mod is. I have discussed the S.T.A.L.K.E.R mods and the different variants that come with the series. Cumulative Pack is a accumulation of mods being put on top of each other and developed into a full-blown game that is entirely different from the base Shadow of Chernobyl game. You do play through the base of Shadow of Chernobyl, but that's basically like the prologue of the game. Like, that's just the beginning. This mod is really huge, like, I'm not joking. Probably would take 600 to 700 hours worth of playtime to truly finish everything that's in this game if you're trying to go for a full completion. This game isn't like a game you just play through in a month. You know, this is going to be a very long playthrough, but I'm dedicated. This is probably my favorite mod or game of all time. I have a massive wealth of knowledge when it comes to all the mods in this series. I've played quite a few different versions. I know way too much about this mod for someone that is about to turn 30, but you know, here I am. You do have to know a lot to play through this game. It is very easy to get hard locked or soft locked out of things that are required to progress the game. There are all kinds of things you can miss or not think about. To actually see like the stuff that this mod has to offer, like to actually see all the, you know, new stuff that's been added, the new worlds, the new storylines, you have to connect all these side quests together to continue them, and it's a big spider web of connections you're trying to make while, you know, making it through the base game as well. To give an example, one of my most recent playthroughs that I went months into, I did a lot of the main side quests and main storylines. There was one quest line that required me to do chain like hoarder quests for many different NPCs. And there's one insignificant NPC that probably died at the beginning of my playthrough. So there was no way for me to go back and fix this. This guy was dead, and I was hard locked out of this mission because of that. So, you know, I guess that could kind of paint a picture of how this mod can go. This game does have some tedious stuff, and there are a lot of things that are hard to figure out. There's a lot of treasure hunting and like teleporting and parkour. I don't know why Russians are so into parkour, but it's in this game a lot. This mod has a lot of great stuff in it though, like stuff you wouldn't even be able to imagine being in a Stalker game, and I feel like a lot of people will never be able to see what happens in these games because of how hard it is to like get into these games and like, you know, figure these games out. There's a lot of crazy new story stuff added. It's insane. There's full-blown buggy cutscenes and deep fleshed out text conversations with expanded lore. It's like a massive, insane science fiction fan fiction of Shadow of Chernobyl made by Russians. If you're a fan of like the base Shadow of Chernobyl game and the original games, like these mods are basically just more. And you know, as a huge fan of the original base games, like I love it. I eat it up. Like you see so much new crazy stuff, and you know, maybe it's not canon, but who cares? So I have already played through almost this entire mod, besides a lot of the challenge stuff. So I know that I can do it. With this playthrough though, I'm going to try and do everything, like all the challenges, all the pictures, all the other like ridiculous challenge stuff that is required. I know that I'm capable of finding all the bonus stashes and, you know, all the collector stuff and all the hidden cryptic stuff that's in this game. I'm gonna do the playthrough slow, and I'm gonna have timestamps highlighting all the important people I talk to, where to find things, bonus stashes, etc. It's gonna be edited, it's not gonna be like raw uploaded game footage. I'm trying to do it almost like a guided playthrough where you could possibly follow along with my playthrough if you're trying to play through the game yourself. I'm not going to be able to do like a video for each quest because some of these quests span for so long, but I will link a lot of stuff in each description. I do watch a lot of Russian YouTubers that play this game, so I can link those and you can translate them. I can show references to the stuff I'm looking at. Now, this is a very hard game. It's harder than most of the quote-unquote stalker FU simulators that are out. This is the classic, I would call it the go fuck yourself stalker simulator. This game throws literally everything at you. Like, there are hundreds of mutants, all with different variants, doing crazy stuff. Like, you're fighting stuff that is insane at the beginning, and there are parts where you are actually getting into shootouts with up to like 100 to 200 guys, with just you. Like, it's just you fighting them. There's also turrets, there's tanks, there's helicopters, the whole shebang. Just pure pain and suffering in some parts. This goes alongside with all the cryptic quests and all the insane requirements for the quests you are doing. It's gonna be fun though. I'm excited. It's gonna be fun. I said in my original Narenia S.T.A.L.K.E.R video that I want to transcend and transform into a Russian stalker streamer that smokes in the house with no shirt on while playing this game for the next few years. It's gonna be pretty sweet. So I actually have one more mod I want to talk about. It's another mod that I've been playing. It's called Return of S.T.A.L.K.E.R. It's the one where the main menu goes every time you open the menu. It's This mod was recommended to me by a viewer. It is supposedly the sequel to Narenia S.T.A.L.K.E.R. That's what I've been told. You play as S.T.A.L.K.E.R. It has, I don't know if it's the same development team, it has a lot of the same mods in it. Like, you can tell it's got cumulative pack in it. It has a lot of the same items and weapons. I would actually say that this game is crazier than Narenia S.T.A.L.K.E.R. and cumulative pack. Like, some of the stuff in this mod blows my mind. Like, I was speechless. Like, I couldn't talk after seeing it. This mod is kind of like the Diet Coke version of Narenia S.T.A.L.K.E.R. It is all linear, basically. Like, there isn't a lot of side stuff or, you know, crazy treasure hunting stuff. It's kind of like a crazy fucked up 80s action movie, like the whole way through. If and when I do play through this, it's going to be a more relaxed playthrough. Like, I'm just going to be kind of doing this one for fun. I will go over editing the game files so your game doesn't crash when you enter certain areas. That is a problem with the current Return of S.T.A.L.K.E.R. Not Return of S.T.A.L.K.E.R. 2. I can't get access to that. Return of S.T.A.L.K.E.R. will probably start later on, you know, if I start getting burnt out from doing cumulative pack and the cumulative pack playthrough. But yeah, that's the plan going forward. I will obviously probably review S.T.A.L.K.E.R. 2 when it comes out, and if anything else interesting happens, I will possibly talk about it. And I will maintain an upload schedule to the best of my ability. The Friday, coming back. But yeah, like, comment, and subscribe, or whatever the fuck you want to do. I'll see you guys soon. Thank you so much. All right, peace.